welcome back to the online KidSpace Planetarium. I'm Auntie Kate, and I'm your guide for our edition of Nice Skies this week. For our talk this week, I thought we would go ahead and change gears a little bit, and instead of talking about Greek or Roman mythologies, we'll go ahead and talk a bit about some Navajo mythologies. So let's begin. As always, down on the bottom left of your screen is our location, date, and time stamp. Our location is set to Westminster, Colorado, and the date is set to this coming Friday, April 2nd. And our time is just about 6:30 p.m. on Friday night, or 18:30 there. But I'm going to go ahead and just speed up our time a little bit to make it so our sun sets a little faster here for us. And we know that our sun, the moon, the planets, and all of our stars rise out of the east to go to rest in the west. And so west is to our left and east is to our right, which means that, of course, we must be facing north. And we can prove that as stars come out because we have two tricks up our sleeves. The first trick, of course, is first locating our Big Dipper and using the pointer stars to point to our North Star Polaris. And the other trick is using Queen Cassiopeia, and her three middle stars are an arrow that points straight towards our North Star as well. And so those are the constellations that we will be looking at. Now I do have my system set to Navajo star lines, so I'll just go ahead and select the stars to remind you about our Big Dipper and Queen Cassiopeia. So we can see our Big Dipper now. They're off towards the right in the northeastern skies. And so here, of course, are our two pointer stars. Our two pointer stars mark the end of our measuring spoon. And so here, of course, is our measuring cup. And then here, these stars create the handle of our measuring spoon. And so at this time, it kind of looks like whatever we put in our measuring spoon, maybe it was flour, so we can make some cookies. We're now pouring it into the bowl. And so we're going to follow that path that the flour takes by drawing a line through our two pointer stars here and shooting down towards our North Star Polaris here. Now remember, Queen Cassiopeia, our other trick, is on the opposite side of our North Star. So if we look on the opposite side from the Big Dipper, we'll find Queen Cassiopeia, and she looks like a backwards 3 at this time. So here are her stars here. And of course, we take our three middle stars that form this point, and they act like an arrow that shoots straight on over to our North Star Polaris. Well, the Navajos, or the Navajo tribes, do not see a big bear in the sky or a measuring spoon. And they don't see a queen who is staring at herself in a mirror all the time. They actually see essentially like a husband and wife in the skies. So the Big Dipper is the husband, known as the revolving male. So there he is. And Queen Cassiopeia is seen as the wife, the revolving female in the skies. And together, they circle around this one point, which of course is our North Star Polaris. And you can see I brought up a couple more constellations for the Navajo mythologies, but we're just focusing on the revolving female and revolving male at this time. And so they see the revolving male as a warrior, a sympathetic warrior who is protective of the family. He provides protection and nourishment for the family, while the female is motherhood and harmony and regeneration. But the North Star, it didn't bring up the star line as it's not in the system, but it's seen as a fire. And this fire is what brings the stability to the family and the security to the family. And that's because as we see, as I speed it up a little bit, you see that it is the point, the center point between the husband and wife, the revolving male, revolving female. And it seems as if everything spins around that one point. Well, I wanted to bring up the Big Dipper again because there is a really cool galaxy, in the Big Dipper. That's always really fun to check out. And I figured we'll go ahead and look at it a little bit here. And so, of course, remember, here is the Big Dipper. To find this galaxy, you go to the end of the handle, so these 2 stars here, and you're going to go kind of like in the middle of the 2 stars. Oops, didn't select it. And then you're going to kind of go towards the northeast. For some reason, it won't let me select it, so I will cheat here and just type it in. So that box that is growing and shrinking, that shows you where this galaxy is. And so if you do have a telescope or some binoculars, it's really stunning to look at. It's super beautiful. Its less pretty name is just M101. It was the 101 object discovered or verified by Charles Messier, but it's also known as the Pinwheel Galaxy. And this is a galaxy we see from top down. So it's really beautiful to see. You can see bright areas of where stars are being formed. You can see bands of the dust and the gas of the arms that help promote star formation. Well, I like this galaxy because we too have a spiral galaxy, so it looks like water going down a drain. But this galaxy, my friends, is huge. It's at least twice the size of our own Milky Way. But it's still stunning to look at. It's still really beautiful to see those bright patches of star formation, right, and nice dusty arms. And so if you do have a telescope or binoculars, this is a really fun object to see. It's fairly easy to spot out on your own as well. But that will bring us to the end of our star tour. Of course, if you would like to have a special shout out to some of the kiddos in your family for their birthdays, you are more than welcome to send me an email to kate.hall@kidsspacelaunch.com. And of course, if you enjoy our programs and would like to continue watching, do help us stay open by donating to KidSpace Launch. And with that, from all of us here at KidSpace, thanks for watching and happy stargazing.